Hello, and welcome to Voice of China, a monthly series exposing human rights, religious freedom, and rule of law abuses occurring in China. These are the stories of the persecuted. Millions of people have taken to the streets in Hong Kong to protest a pending bill that would allow residents of the Chinese territory to be extradited to mainland China for trial and prosecution. Many fear the bill would give China greater access to the region's dissidents and religious practitioners, who are often persecuted in mainland China but find relative shelter under Hong Kong's laws. The protesters flooded the streets outside Hong Kong's Legislative Council building, where debates concerning the bill were scheduled to take place on June 12th. Police responded by firing rubber bullets, beanbag pellets, and tear gas, driving the crowds back. However, the protesters succeeded in getting the government to temporarily cancel the debate. Following a week of these marches, Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam made an address that indefinitely suspended the bill, but expressed that it would not be scrapped completely. Since then, Lam and other members of Hong Kong government have apologized for the bill, saying they did not expect many Hong Kong residents to oppose it. 6 months after a mass crackdown on Early Rain Covenant Church landed Pastor Wang Yi, his wife Zhang Rong, and around 100 others in police custody, authorities released Zhang on bail this month and allowed her to reunite with her son. Still, the government persecutes this church relentlessly, warning the church members not to attend prayer meetings to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre, which the church has held in the past. Several families have had their electricity and internet connection shut off, and the authorities have even broken into some homes and monitored Zhang Xinyue, the wife of one of the church's elders. A district religious affairs bureau in China's Fujian province banned and penalized a local congregation known as Shunsiding Church for the second time on May 31st, hours after the church's appeal hearing regarding their previous banning. During the hearing, Shunsiding Church's attorney discussed various ways in which the authorities breached their own procedures in conducting investigations against the church, including allowing investigators not from the Religious Affairs Bureau to make accusations on behalf of the Bureau. Officials have been stationed outside of Shunsiding Church's meeting place, preventing members from entering. 18 individuals in China's northwestern Xinjiang province were indicted for being Jehovah's Witnesses, according to a formal prosecutor's indictment paper obtained by ChinaAid. Those indicted are Liu Weiguo, Lin Zaiwu, Li Yifang, Lin Jie, Zhang Xijun, Gao Xinlian, Wang Xiaoqing, Yu Bingru, Zhang Min, Zhang Jingling, Chen Meiling, Fan Tao, Wei Pengfei, Cao Lili, Mao Xiaozhun, Yang Hua, Shi Xiehe, and Shu Yanli. All except for Zhang Xijun were charged with using an evil cult organization to incite the obstruction of law enforcement, and Zhang received a charge for allegedly obstructing law enforcement by organizing and using an evil religious organization. The indictment went on to claim that the defendants violated religious management regulations by establishing a congregation in Korla, Xinjiang, and converting 63 people, among other accusations of spreading superstition and heresy and preventing people from joining Communist Party organizations. To commemorate the 30th anniversary of the 1989 Tiananmen massacre on June 4th, ChinaAid and 22 other organizations rallied on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol building, memorializing the protesters who gave their lives for democracy and drawing attention to China's ongoing human rights abuses. Speakers at the rally included Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Congressman Andy Levin, Chris Smith, and Jim McGovern, Chinese human rights lawyer Chen Guangchang, ChinaAid President Bob Fu, and International Campaign for Tibet President Matteo Makachi. Pelosi emphasized the need to honor the Tiananmen Square protesters by continuing their fight for freedom. Later that day, the National Endowment for Democracy honored ChinaAid, the World Uyghur Congress, and the Tibet Action Institute with the 2019 Democracy Award for their efforts to help China's people. ChinaAid would like to thank the National Endowment for Democracy for this award and for their solidarity in standing with persecuted people groups.